been incredible. You know, he's just been a fantastic leader. As I said, the volumes that he speaks with regards to trophies and championships and World Cups, back-to-back World Cups, and unbeaten runs, etc., etc. But I think what he's done for the country as a leader, it's been fantastic to watch him play and to still watch him play good rugby and to still grow.
What a man, what a good friend of mine as well, and what an icon for South Africa. I think he's an icon for South Africa, and I think the people all around the world knows about Siya, and I think the job he's doing off the field is great, and even on the field I think he's playing some great rugby as well. Been a great leader for the team, so I think that's what carried us through the last couple of 4, 5, 6 years.
You're basically on the verge of another great moment. Siya Kolisi is very close to his big 100. He's served the country well. He's gone through difficult times, but he's done that with a lot of grace and a lot of grit.
Yeah.
He's served the country well as an ambassador. He's gone on to be a global icon. What would you like to say to Siya Kolisi in your career, looking back at it and saying, and seeing different stages?
Yeah, obviously I stand with a generation before a great ambassador for our sport, and looking at Siya, I mean, what more can you say about such a great man who has led a country, not only a team but a country in the way, as you say, he has in grace and everything about him. So obviously you're going to go through difficult times, but just to be consistent in the way he has been consistent and the leader that he is, I commend him. And I spoke to him at the beginning of the week, and I just said obviously have a great 2 weeks or 2 caps. Hopefully he gets his 2 games out of the way. What a game to be playing against France in your 100th cap, if you can get that. So go all the way, boy Kev.
Yeah, I was incredibly privileged. I was there when Siya got pulled into the Stormers ranks. I was in Nelspruit when he made his debut against Scotland and Mbombela, and to see his rise not only to prominence but to global superstardom, I think the humility with which he's carried himself, his encompassing leadership ability has been really special to witness. Yeah, he's a guy who has carried a new generation of rugby players, a new generation of South Africans with him, and what that has created is a sense of all of us feeling very much a part of the Springbok team. And I tell everyone, I got inspired by 95, 2007 was great, but I think 2019 was by far our greatest moment as a country. Witnessing Siya lift that World Cup trophy as the first African to lift it, and do so in the most humble manner. Makazole Mapimpi scoring the first ever try for a rugby, in the Rugby World Cup, which doesn't say much for myself and you in a Rugby World Cup final, Brenty. But I think every accolade that Siya gets, I think there will be a lot on his shoulders going into next week if he gets selected. But there is few better to be receiving an accolade, especially as playing for your 100th Test match for your country. And what he's meant for us and the belief that he's instilled in a new generation of South Africans will hopefully go and live far past his legacy as a rugby player.